Alright, guys, so here we go. Uses for whey in the homestead kitchen. And I'll show that, I'm going to turn this off for a second.
Go lay down.
And I'll use that picture on video. Alright. Most of us knew about whey long before we understood what it was. Poor Little Miss Muffet was only trying to have a snack when that spider came for a visit. Still, eating her curds and whey, may sound like a strange snack, since whey is the yellowish liquid left over after milk has been curdled and strained. Little Miss Muffet was probably enjoying some freshly made cheese. However, there's a lot more to this dairy byproduct than the nursery rhyme lets on. Whey may not look appetizing, but it is an excellent source of protein and has a wide variety of uses in both your kitchen and your garden. When strained from cultured dairy, whey contains the added benefit of probiotics that help digestion and gut health. Whey is available in powdered form to add a protein boost to recipes and is often an ingredient in store-bought protein bars. Using the fresh whey from your own dairy creation saves you the money while avoiding the additives and processing of packaged products, which is a very good thing. Whey never needs to be wasted in the homestead kitchen. Since whey is a natural result of crafting with dairy, you can think of it as a bonus ingredient that comes with your yogurt and cheese making. Any reliable cheese cookbook will teach you how to use fresh whey to make ricotta cheese, but that is far from your only option. Not sure how to use it? Whether you have a cup of whey or half a gallon, you will find a delicious use for it below in this video. Alright, I'm gonna tilt this because you're only looking at my chin. Soak grains for digestibility. To increase the digestibility of your wheat, rice, oats, or other grains, traditional methods recommend soaking them for 12 to 24 hours before cooking. Cultured whey can increase the breakdown of phytic acid and therefore improve digestibility. Simply add several tablespoons of whey to the water and use to soak your grains. Lactofermentation. While many traditional methods of lactofermentation require only water and salt, cultured whey gives ferments a jump start. Adding whey to the brine in your fruit and vegetable ferments can speed up fermentation and reduce the amount of salt you need. I'll have to remember that. Fermented soda. It's hard to beat a homemade bubbly drink in the summertime. In our home, we usually sip on kombucha or switchel, but you can get the same effect when you use your cultured whey to make homemade soda. You'll find a simple recipe for ginger soda using whey on the facing page, and I'm going to go ahead and read that. I actually have it set to make a separate video of that, but I'm going to add that to this video. And when I do make a separate video of it, I will actually be making it and showing you guys how to do it. But tonight I'm just gonna put this video or this recipe at the end of the video. Liquid in recipes. Whey can be substituted for the water in any baking recipe to boost the protein and complexity of flavor in your finished product. In a pinch, it can be used in place of milk as well, though this can change both flavor and texture. Simply substitute the whey for other liquid in a 1-to-1 ratio. Smoothies. Add whey to your smoothies or milkshakes for an extra protein and probiotic boost. Skin and hair care. The cultures in whey are great for your skin. Put a little on your face or to use it as a toner, or add a cup or two to your bath water for all-over skin refreshment. Additionally, whey functions similarly to vinegar for hair health, so it makes an excellent conditioning rinse. Soil amendment. If you have plenty of whey but no time to whip something up in the kitchen, consider using it as a soil amendment. This is especially good for acid-loving plants like evergreens or summer crops like tomatoes, peppers, carrots, or pumpkins. However, dilution is the key. Because whey tends to be acidic, it's better to add it to the water in your watering can than to add it directly to the soil. Feeding to animals. Whey is just as good for animals as it is for people, so you can always share it with your animals, both pets and otherwise. Just mix a bit of whey into their normal food for a nutritional boost. Just be careful not to give too much or it may upset their stomachs. Don't know yet? Freeze it. If you would like to experiment with whey but you don't have the time or quantity for the project you want to tackle, it freezes beautifully. Just make sure to label your container with a date and use the whey within 6 months or so. Learn to craft with dairy at home. If you are new to the idea of creating cheeses, yogurt, and other dairy products at home, join us at Homesteading Family for a free 4-part training on making delicious homemade dairy on the homestead. This training will be excellent for beginners and a helpful refresher for those with experience. We hope to see you there. Okay, and that was at the end of the... All right. Carolyn Thomas and her husband Josh live on a 40-acre homestead in Idaho surrounded by gardens, livestock, and children. She spends her days rocking babies, homeschooling her children, spit on the book, and preserving food for the coming winter. You can find Carolyn teaching others about homesteading at homesteadingfamily.com. That was homesteadingfamily.com. Okay, and here's the recipe for the fermented soda. Ingredients: 2 quarts of water. Make sure it's not tap water. 2 to 3 tablespoons of minced fresh ginger root. You do not want to use ground ginger. 1/2 cup of sugar or sweetener of your choice. Make sure it's pure, like raw cane sugar or raw honey. 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. 1/4 cup of whey, and 1/2 cup of lemon juice. Instructions: bring the water to a boil, then add the ginger, sugar, and salt. Stir until dissolved. Lower the heat to simmer for 30 minutes. Remove from heat and let cool to room temperature. Pour the whole mixture through a lined strainer into a large glass jar. Stir in the whey and the lemon juice. Cover the jar with cheesecloth secured with a rubber band. Ferment the soda at room temperature for 24 hours. Pour into 4 pint jars using a funnel and a strainer. Leave an inch of headspace in each jar and cap the jar tight with a 2-part jar lid. Allow the ginger beer to ferment in jars for 2 to 7 days at room temperature, periodically checking the pop top on the lid. If it no longer pops, transfer the jars to the refrigerator for an additional 2 days to age. Consume within 4 weeks. All right, there you go, guys. And that was uses for whey in the homestead kitchen and the recipe for fermented soda. There we go. And I will go ahead and get off from here, and I will get this up there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.